and today we are going to run through an upper body workout. So we're going to start with some shoulder activation, doing a resistance band pull apart. This is an exercise to help strengthen the rear muscles of the rotator cuff, which is a common weakness in so much of our population. So we want to start out with like 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15. Depending on how hard this exercise is for you, it may be beneficial to start at like 2 sets of 10 and then work your way up to 3 sets of 15 over time. All right, this is, so shoulder activation. So this is similar to a band pull apart. Got a lot going on with this band here. So with the band pull apart, we have our hands out, right? And then we're pulling that band, working to strengthen the back side of the shoulders, the rear delt. But for this exercise, all we're doing is we're going to pull the band apart. So stand up, get your core tight, get those feet under the hips, set the shoulders back, keep the shoulder blades back and down. Arms should be right in line with your shoulders. And then we're just gonna pull the band apart and we're gonna hold. So this exercise, we are just holding. We're trying very hard to keep the shoulders in line. We don't want to pull forwards with the head. We want our neck back. Head should be over, over the shoulders, not pulled forwards, and we're just holding that contraction. Pinkies go out, so not like this, and we're really just holding, and that's going to work to strengthen shoulder capsule on the backside. So really working those deep rotator cuff muscles, working on the aspect of stability. So again, I'll show you one more time. We're just going to get that good base, get our arms in front, hands in line with the shoulder, put your head back, and just pull and hold. And that is our band pull apart with the hold. From there today, our main exercise is the converging chest press. So that exercise is going to target the pecs, the pec major, pec minor, as well as anterior delt. With this particular exercise on the converging machine, you have both sides of the machine that move independently. Here again, you want to be challenging yourself as far as load and reps go, so continually working on progressive overload. So here working anywhere between 2 and 4 sets again of anywhere between 8 to 15 repetitions.
So for the converging chest press, we want to make sure that we have the handles in line with the center of our chest and that we have our feet firmly on the floor. So you're leaning back a little bit. Now, we also want to have our elbows down like in an arrow shape. We do not want our elbows to be in line with our shoulders like they're a T. That puts way too much stress on the front of the shoulder joint capsule. So we keep them down like an arrow. And then we're pressing out. And as we press out, we should feel the entire chest moving here. So we should feel that the chest is the prime mover of this exercise. You'll feel it a little bit in the arms. So as we press out, the chest is contracting. And then as we come back down to our starting position, you should feel your shoulder blades moving against the back of the seat. So there is scapular movement in the chest press, but the prime mover really is the chest. It's the chest press. You should not feel this a lot in the front of the shoulders. That's why we are having elbows down.
And then we'll work into our isolated arm exercises. So we're going to be doing a horizontal tricep exercise. This is a fantastic exercise to really overload the triceps, the muscles on the back of our arms. With the angle of the cable and the angle of our body, we're really putting ourselves into a very good position to be able to actually crank out 1 to 2 more reps after we think that we've got to failure. So here working anywhere between like 10 to 20 reps and 2 to 4 sets as well too. It just depends on your goal and how your recovery is.
Horizontal tricep extension. Horizontal because the cable is horizontal, not at an angle. You're going to step back, lean into it, and then you're going to lean forwards. Super tight core, tons of stabilization through the shoulder. We're going to bend the elbows, letting the cable go back, load those triceps, and then extend through the elbows, contracting the triceps. So we're using a rope neutral grip. Palms are facing inwards towards each other. You're going to really make sure that you're stabilized through the shoulder, so we don't want to be wiggling around or coming out of stabilization and just feeling this only in the tricep.
And then our final exercise for today is the dumbbell hammer curl. It's an isolation exercise. This is one of my favorite exercises for targeting the short head of the bicep. With single arm, so one arm at a time. Don't really need to rest much in between alternating arms, and then again working between 2 and 4 sets. 12 to 15 repetitions is a good amount here as well.
This is an isolated hammer curl variation, so it is bilateral, working both biceps at the same time. We're going to set up keeping the tricep on the isolation pad, neutral grip, so palms face in, and then we are bending and extending the elbow by contracting the bicep. So hammer curls are going to work the shorter head of the bicep, adding a little more thickness to the bicep itself. With the isolation curls, we really want to make sure that that tricep stays in contact with the pad, that we're not allowing the shoulders to roll forwards, and that we're really contracting through the bicep to bend that arm and bring that weight up. You're going to pause at the top for just a second there and really focus on that full contraction and that full load in the bicep. And that is your isolated hammer curl.
And that is our upper body workout for today. If you do the workout and you like it, let me know. I'd love to know. If you do it and you hate it, I also love that. And be sure to like and subscribe so you can continue to get our updates as far as the content we're putting out.